Hello, this is Grand Madam. Happy Monday to you. I know I'm not usually here on Mondays, but I decided to drop on in since we had such an interesting weekend. I know you heard the gnome said that Los Angeles was a city of criminals. And it seems like Fearless Leader has drawn us into an illegal war. But when you're talking about war with the Middle East, that is the craziest war that I've ever seen. They war one week, and then there's no war the next week, and 2 more weeks later, it's war again. So it's back and forth and back. It's almost like a ping pong game, which is not good because people do die. Property is destroyed, homes are destroyed, children are killed, women are killed, men are killed. Especially the men are killed. That's no fun. Hey, Kat, how are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Look at all those sweet things. I see the heart, the star, the halo, and the little flower. Thank you, darling. Thank you so very, very much. And on top of that, none of Diddy's defense witnesses showed up for court today. So, so this is going to be an interesting Monday, don't you know? What questions do you have? Yes, yes. I was just talking about that. Oh, yes. We ended up, but the thing is, now did you know that the director of the counterterrorism is 22 years old? A 22-year-old who has not closed his frontal cortex yet. Oh boy, thank you. Bama Chick, hello, darling. How are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome anyway, baby. What can I say? I know some folks are going to have questions today. I got questions of my own. I do. I really do. And yeah, we're wondering when. What else has to happen? What else has to happen now? And you see all these calls for, oh yeah, and I'm not sure if this is true because it was on YouTube. You have to scrutinize your news information so very much today. Did Fearless Leader give that plane back? I knew it was going to be repoed. I knew it had to go. I knew. Before we get into anything, let's make some noise here. Let's do some sounds just to keep our cool here. And today I'm clearing out the cards using sound, the same sounds we use. Simply because whatever's in the air right about now, I cannot be around any kind of smoke. No, not even that smoke. It triggers an asthma-like attack. Hello, Allison. Good morning. Hello, Jackie B. Nelly. And so I'm just using my sound to clear the space right about now. And the cards. And the pendulum. Okay. Let's do our breathing exercise. We're going to breathe in through the nostrils 3 times, hold it 3 seconds, and then breathe out to the count of 3 also. Let's begin breathing in. Hold it. Exhale. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Last time, breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Breathing not only changes your mind or calms your mind, it literally shifts your body into a calmer space. That's why I do it. And I'm going to get into some more breathing exercises. Folks, I'm trying to get the pieces together in my head to create some type of mental wellness website. I'm not exactly sure how, though. It's not how. I'll have somebody else put the website up. But no, I'm not exactly sure how, because I want to do my sound baths It's a business. It will be a business. They'll be charging for sound baths. I'll also be offering lessons and some articles. I'm not sure how I want to frame it or tailor it. I don't know what the details are, though. That's going to be in the near future, I would hope. Once I get over the anxiety of trying to do it and just sit down to it with a piece of paper and maybe talk to Chat AI, GPT, and how should I frame this, and see what they say then. Because good morning, Soma. That's something I wanted to do. I wanted a mindfulness clinic or boutique. But brick and mortar, I can't afford that. And the space for brick and mortar would be even more than my rent. And I've learned how to go cheap with the rent. So I will try it online. We have one of our well-known therapists in town. It's like, I don't know if she's completely shut down her office, but she's online with her counseling. She and her daughters. I'm like, ooh, okay. And that's not really where I got the idea from. I always wanted the idea, but I just never thought it would be online. I always wanted to work in some type of a spa or something like that, which I have. And, but I'm a masseuse. It's not, I don't work with the fingers. I work with the mind and the soul. And that can be difficult because some of these spas are like going out of business for the usual reason. People don't have the money, or the insurance company is not giving the okay. Hello, Shirley. How are you? For the people to come in and get the therapy. And that doesn't impact me because I have to get my money straight from the patient for, and I have the group sound baths. I like doing the groups. I like doing an individual. Hello, Dorothy Parsons. How are you, dear? And we'll see. We'll see. You want to know my big dream? My big dream is to have a retreat. I don't know if it's Bali, but I just have this visualization. It's on an island somewhere. Hell, it could be Greece. I don't know. And I'm like, it is open. It is a building that is open. It has pillars made of marble. And it's an outside class overlooking on a cliff, overlooking the Mediterranean. I think it's the Mediterranean. It's overlooking a huge body of water. Okay. And I see myself teaching there. That's the big dream. I know I better hurry up. I don't know how many years I got left. A retreat. Yes. And I never thought of it, but it could be a retreat. A lot of people are going to Bali. I'll have to think on that. First things first, though, I'm going to get the show on the road with the website. We will see. But that is my dream, to have retreats for folks to come and see, which means I'll probably have to live there. Not right away, but can you imagine Grand Madam with her own island? Like, and people, so I can have somebody hollering, Grand Madam, the plane is coming. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Oh, but as I was saying, with all this interesting stuff going on, good morning, Louie. All of this weirdness going on this weekend. Thank you, Kat. Does anybody have any questions? I don't know where. I was so upset. When they dropped those arrows on Iraq. I'm like, you don't know those people like that. You still don't understand what they're about. You never did. You never will. They'll let you come in and they won't let you out. You dumbass. Clinton didn't understand it. Neither did Barack. We're talking about the descendants of the freaking Persian Empire. At one time, they ruled the Mediterranean world. Don't give them any ideas, because I'm not walking around with my head covered up because somebody is stupid. Silly, wearing apricot makeup. Silly shit, trying to prove a point. I'm the man. Oh man, what has happened to the testosterone of today? I don't know what it's becoming. Hey, Theo, I'm getting ready to ask Grand Risings myself. I'm asking the question, where's the testosterone of today? Because too many of them are acting like they're on estrogen. I'm talking about the Orange Menace and hitting Iran. There's something going on. Now, years ago, back in the 70s, they said when the pill came out, that estrogen pill that was used for birth control. Hello, Carol. They said, a lot of it was going down the drain, in the woman's urine. When the women would pass urine, it would come out into the sanitation water. They couldn't get it out. And it was going to impact the men then. It was going to impact the boys. Well, something's really impacting right about now, because this is, I don't know, maybe that's something else. I've even seen, have you ever heard of Farsight? They're a nonprofit organization. They deal with remote viewing. They're even talking about a gender war between men and women. And they were saying point blank where that came from. They sourced that. And I've sourced it too. We're not the only people on this planet or about this planet, folks. And I'm not talking Star Trekky. What I'm talking about would probably be more Star Warsy. And what we think of as gods and demons ain't nowhere near. They're just more technically advanced assholes than we are. That's all that is. And they like to play with the earth and the inhabitants of the earth. And it's time for us to wake up and deal with who and what we are, because they got to go. They got to go. And they should not have any dominion over us, period. But that's going to that's going to really dig into some people's mindsets, because a lot of them have set up our religions today, organized religions of today. I don't think your religion was ever supposed to have been organized, but that's something else. What? Soma. Oh, anyway, I'm just tossing stuff out. Just pick something up to answer questions, because I have nothing scheduled for today. It's too much stuff going on. I'm like, pick a topic. Let's talk. Soma wants to know, no, I haven't done Diddy yet. Oh, Soma. The prosecution, I'm watching it right now as we speak. The prosecution is on now, and oh my God. They have 50 clips from Diddy's freak-offs. They're showing the jury, only the jury. So that means it's probably closed court again. They show 13. They're going to show 13. They showed the first two, and the jurors are doing this. I'm watching this guy. There's a transcriber in the courtroom, and Inner City Press is in there. You can reach him on Twitter, but he has a subscription. He's in there, and he's probably transcribing his stuff off on Twitter. So, that's probably how they're getting that out there. But some folks are actually, some of the bloggers are inside the court, or not, they're probably the overflow room. They're not going to show that to the public at all. And they've said it. So it's just for the jurors. So it's only for the jurors to see. But no one for the witnesses, no witnesses for the defense showed up today. Now, I don't know if they were scheduled for tomorrow. All I know is they didn't show up for today. And that I think the government's going to rest its case this afternoon after they've shown those clips. But those clips, they're his downfall. But you know what? And someone put it together quite succinctly this time. And what it is what I suspected and what I could finally see, but couldn't figure out how to phrase it. What they're saying is Diddy's music, his music business was basically a front. That was the word. I could not figure out what it was. It was a front for a criminal enterprise, and that's what I've seen. That's what the government is going to prove, or is that's their thing. Defense is trying to say no, that's not what it is. We were a music enterprise, and Diddy just did some dumb things, mistreated his girlfriends, and this is all just one big mistake. We'll see. We'll see, because I was watching. This is probably I like. Is it JL? I think his name is Julian something. Anyway, JLR Enterprises. Hold on a second. Let's see what this is. JLR Investigates. And I think the gentleman's name is Julian, who is a reformed professional hacker who did some time in federal prison himself, and he's investigating. And it's quite interesting, his take on things. He was the one that put it so succinctly, because I was like scattered. I could see, because I could see. My thing has been, is this a criminal enterprise, or is he just one of these rich people who are just, I'm the king and you're the peon and you're here to suck my toes, and treating his staff as the same. And then I think things turned around for me when I found out about the AK-15. So I'm like, what? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. You've got what laying around the house? Birdman had one of those things laying on the floor in the basement for the baby to get. But no, this guy had like a closet full. Maybe his security needed it. Maybe they didn't. But as soon as I heard AK-15, I'm like, no, 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 no. I cannot see you at any gun range with that thing. No. Good morning, Sheila. Hi, Kimberly Dixon. I watch Tisa. I watch them both. I watch when Tisa comes out and gives her a review. But in the meantime, I'm watching JLR. I just love them both. And then that crazy ass Simone, attorney Simone. Girl, is that legal? She cracks me up, but she misses some points I pick up. And so I watch her. She's on my third. She's the third one I watch. They have another savvy attorney. His name is Attorney Larry Foreman. He is just as wow. But you have to be a member of his channel to hear what he has to say about Diddy. I know this guy has some inside dirt on Diddy. I just know it, but I'm not paying for it. I watch something else. I watch him on another case, and oh boy, this whole thing is turning out to be, like I said, the music was a front to recruit the young up and coming talent, and they were used as mules. A mule is somebody who transports drugs. More than likely transports. I know the mules transport drugs. I don't know if it's anybody. What do they call them when they're transporting arms? I don't know what that is. But and of course the sex trafficking. Yeah. And what is so sad is these. I know. Look, I was 22 myself once. 23, 24, 25, 20 something. Yeah, you're out there and you were exploring your sexuality. Sure, you're out there. Some girls like They're like groups. They're called swingers. And what I did not realize is how many single girls swung with married couples. And once, that's not necessarily polyamory at all. No, they're just swingers. They get together maybe once a month, a couple times a month. Not, but with Diddy, we're talking about, they have actual receipts at a hotel when he was there from December 17th to the 21st, and they had 50 freak-offs. Now that to me, oh, hell no, nigga. Excuse me. Ninja. You are not, nah. That to me sounds commercial. Okay? That to me sounds commercial. You're not going to tell me as old as you are, 4 days in a row, you're doing, if you did, where's my phone? I'm just going to guess. I'm just averaging here. Um, da, 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 da. You did 12 and a half freak offs every day. You're a lie. You're a lie. Nah. Or that was just an average. You did an average of 12 freak offs, 12 to 13 freak offs a day. No, that's commercial. That's commercial. I'm sorry if I offended anybody with my mouth. Sometimes things just slip. But that was unconscionable of me. Yeah, I say it at home and in the kitchen table, not for the public. Okay. Some things are just not for the public. Oh, just came across. Diddy wants to speak to the manager now, the court manager. The question is today, is Diddy going to take the stand or not? So we don't know. I'll let you know if it pops up here. So where was I? Come on. No, I've been to some things myself. Nobody's, no. That's commercial. And the sad thing was, they caught these young girls who were exploring themselves sexually, and they turned them into sex workers. And the girls, they were so inexperienced with the situation, they did not even realize they had been made sex workers, paid sex workers. They still thought they were girlfriends. Andrew Tate made that move, but he didn't take it. But when the girls came to him, he was they call it the Romeo pimp, wine, dine 'em, whisper sweet nothings. He didn't do that. That's what Tate did. And then come fly with me, come live with me in my mansion, blah, 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 blah. And as soon as they got over there, they got their asses kicked and they had to make films. No, that was pretty much the same formula. Diddy groomed these girls for a good year or so. Groomed is the word. They were groomed. He introduced them to these parties. And you want to try it for me? Oh, yeah. What does my pendulum say about what, someone? Oh, no, he's not going to beat these charges. There's no way in hell. He doesn't have any defense. He has no witnesses to defend him. I don't need a pendulum for that, but I mean, if you must. But what was I saying before I saw that? Is Diddy going to beat the racketeering charges? Is Diddy going to beat the racketeering charges? No. Nobody beats RICO. No one. Because you have so much you can't beat the RICO for the simple reason it's so much involved that only someone who is racketeering could be involved with racketeering. You can't make that mistake. That is not a mistake. That's an enterprise. Got it? Everything is allegedly and for entertainment. Oh, thank you, Kat. Thank you very allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. But you got it, baby. Oh, hold on. What? Wait, KK is up on the stand? You just can't leave like that, lit after party and not tell anybody. This is when bad shit happens. You know that. That came from KK. Oh. Agent Serious. Hold on. Oh, that's another thing the government did. Got a hold of one of the three phones they found in the plane belonged to his chief of staff, KK, Christina Karam. And they got on the phone and made phone calls pretending to be Karam and Diddy. And I guess they called them like on a three-way. Oh my God. Well, they found another girl. Man, you people mean you don't even know the people's voices when they call you on the phone? Well, they found another girl. Her name is Chelsea. And they're saying Chelsea's story is carbon copy of Jane Doe. Oh, what I was telling you was a young woman goes out. She's moved out of her parents' home. She wants to freak herself out. She's exploring herself sexually. She's been with this man. She learned something from him until she met this girl who said, "Girl, come on, let me show you something real fun." And and on and on. And you run into people. You run into all kinds of people, especially in the big city. And when you run into people who've got big money to go with the big city, you're going to really be turned on to some big things that you've never seen back on the farm or back in the neighborhood. And this is what's happened. This is what's happened to. But I'm surprised of the one they call Jane Doe. That's Daphne Joy. That's what's his name, 50 Cent's child's mother, son's mother, and you would have thought she knew, but evidently 50 don't do it like that. But hello, beloved. Camellia's in the building, Theo. What I'm telling you is that, yes, you have some single women, basically single girls, and I guess some single women too. But from the ones I know who have done it, they kind of get bored with it once they end up in their 30s. They might do something like that before marriage when they're trying to find themselves, or after the first divorce when they're like, I've got time to make up, and I'm just want to be different. I just want to be different. And they become, or they're introduced to the swinging life. These girls were introduced to the swinging life through Diddy, and instead of, they thought being his girlfriend, they were his prostitutes, his sex workers. They did not know. Jane Doe hadn't put it together. She started feeling some kind of way. She was feeling 1 + 1 is not adding up to 2 after he beat the hell out of her for not going to one of those freak offs. They were hotel things, I think he called them, with her. And after she found out, the prosecutor told her that Diddy had called Paul, the sex worker, to call Jane and try to entice her and encourage her to come do another thing with her, after she told him, she was telling the man, look, you're supposed to be, we're supposed to be together. You're supposed to be my man. All you want to do is have hotel things. I'm sick and tired of being with you. Being with these other people and not being with you. When are we going to get together? Since we can't be together, guess what? No, I'm not doing the sick off. I'm not seeing you. I'm not going to be bothered with this whole thing. Then, and only then, when she was on that stand, did it click. That all that time she had been made a sex worker and never knew anything about it. Which means, so where was the money coming from? You know where the money was coming from? It wasn't coming from anywhere. He was paying her mortgage or her rent, $10,000 a month. She thought that was just a very conscientious boyfriend taking care of his lady. No, that was her pay. And guess what, y'all? Young Miami got double that. Young Miami is living her life too. But Young Miami is... This is not alleged because they started talking figures last week. Young Miami is making $250,000 a year. And I think it's a year. But he pays her $250,000. All I know is he pays her. Good morning, Barbara Bias. How are you? He pays her $250,000. I just said a year. It does not have to be a year. It could be a month. But Young Miami is in the thick of things, and she knows exactly what she is doing. And if she comes up with some yin yang, then you know, no, girlie, no. You just mad with the boss. We know about you. We know you loving it. You know exactly what it is, exactly where it's going to be, and exactly how it's going to be. It's your job to do it, and you know it's your job, and it is also your job. Young Miami tried to recruit one of our girls from up here, Krishan. Oh, my God. She tried to recruit her hard. You see, the word is out as to what Young Miami is into and what Diddy's into. Krishan is up here. She's from South Baltimore. You don't double cross those people like and basically it would have been a double cross. To this day, if the two of them were ever in the same room, it would be a bloodbath. And I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. Okay? Okay. One of them young girls from South Baltimore. Pretty as a picture. How do they come up so? Well, I do know how. Hello, Charlotte. How are you? Now, I haven't talked enough. Oh, here's a name I know nothing about. Who's Cabral? Hit me up when you close. What does Jane text? They're going back and they're going over the exhibits. They're going over the text messages now. So horny, need to see you. Yeah, really? What? Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm just thinking of some of the things I may have said, but no, that would not have been on. What you doing? Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. You busy? That's it. Hello, Carrie. How are you? Oh boy. I got to clean myself up now. Charlotte Pastor Caldwell's in the building. Okay. All right. Does anybody? Now, somebody's got questions. I'm just here today. Okay, Kristen, checking in. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, love to you too, Kristen. Oh yeah, you're gonna stay grounded. Yes, yes. Well, hello, Patricia Reese. How are you? Carrie, yeah. Kimberly Dixon, yeah, she's still laughing. Okay. We're gonna do some readings on something. Okay. Well, let's just ask. Let me move my cards out of the way. Are any of what are we doing now? All right, now they're going over text messages to the travel agents. Folks, I am. So they're proving sex trafficking. Okay. That's what they're doing now. Is there anyone who can come to Diddy's defense? Well, is there anyone that can come to Sean Puffy Combs Diddy's defense to prove him innocent? Ooh, this is probably why no defense witnesses have shown up. That's a definite no. That is a no. Are they ever going to, is KK, Christina Coram, ever going to take the stand? Is Christina Coram, his staff, chief of staff, ever going to take the stand? Well, ain't that a blip? Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Criminal enterprise. She's chief of staff for Combs Enterprises. Everybody reports to her basically about him, all right? When they want something done or when there is a problem, they call her. Because if you call him, he's going to curse you out and beat your ass, okay? Combs' voice. Hey, KK, we need more baby oil. 20 bottles in this motherfucker. Oh. What? Yeah, that's an actual message. He needs more baby oil. Yeah, make it Johnson & Johnson. Let me stop. That is weird. That is so weird. That is just weird. Okay. Okay, I don't know where you want to go with this. Where do you want to go with this? One thing I'm concerned about, but I think I really think is a sneaky ploy. I am concerned about Iran. I've got young nephews and an older nephew, and I don't want none of them. I don't want my nephew back out there in that damn Red Sea or down nowhere anymore. Not anymore. Is there going to be a full-scale war with Iran on the level like it was in Vietnam? I was around when it was Vietnam. Some of us here are around during Vietnam. Will there be a full-scale war? Oh, good gosh, Charlotte, I didn't even ask about that. Ooh, let me do that. Remind me again. You never know. Are people missing? Well, we wouldn't know because we wouldn't know the people missing. Okay. Okay, hold on. Kat's wants to talk about it. Let me do this. Let me find out first if there's going to be full-scale war with Iran. Of all people in the damn Middle East, Iran. Masses. This just goes to show you people don't read. They don't read. The ones at the top don't read their own damn reports because if they did, they know better. Okay. A lot of options, a lot of confusion. Look at this. 7 of the Cups. This is the general energy around. A lot of confusion around this situation with Iran. What? And a lot of people are happy about it. Look at this foolishness. 10 of Cups. Happy, happy, happy. I wonder how happy they'd be now that they've closed the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is it's supposed to be 3 meters wide. That's how the oil is transported. We have a lot of confusion. We have some people happy about the whole damn thing. And the basis of it all, I don't think they get. This is abandonment. This is poverty. This is the worst possible thing that can happen to you. And these idiots are happy about the whole thing. This comes from disinformation. I got to show you this. Now look at this. 1, 2, and 3. I don't know who they think they are deliberately weakening economically. I don't know who they think they are weakening economically. But we're going to be hit. Everybody in the country, every country in the world. Every country in the world. Yeah. Get your gas. Everybody get their gas this week. Oh, no. Your son-in-law. Where's he going, Charlotte? I don't care where he going. We just have him keep him up in prayer. I'll just call him Charlotte's son-in-law. If you don't mind popping his name up. Yes, we'll hold him in prayer. I will do my chanting prayer for him and everything else. Oh, my God. Where's he, in the Navy? You were around Vietnam? Yeah. Look, my father stayed in Vietnam one solid weekend. My mother got him the hell out of there. That was before the internet and the cell phone. And I still, to this day, don't know how the hell she did it. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Woo, Navy, yeah, that's where my nephew, yeah. He's going to be, okay, Charlotte, let me tell you this. In the Navy, the ships they know how to stay in safe range, okay? They know the range of any missiles that are coming their way, and they know how to move. The thing you would have to really worry about would be a sneak attack. And that's the up close and in person. That's personal. That's when they take a little small boat, ain't nobody paying attention to. But now they're talking about Iran having subs. But they're going to find them too. But we will keep him. Yeah, they'll have him out there. Yeah. probably coming down by way of the Red Sea, but or coming up by way of the Red Sea, going through Mediterranean. As long as he stays in the Mediterranean, he's fine. It's that Red Sea that would be kind of iffy. Yeah, prayers and protection always. I just have to write that down. I'm gonna just pray. Yeah, write that down. Hold on a second. Write that down. Yeah. And okay, we're gonna write that down. He should be fine. He should be fine. We still gonna keep our prayers up. Yeah, he's gonna end up. Well, he's been trained also. He has been trained. Is Charlotte Pastor Caldwell's son-in-law going to be fine? He'll be safe during his deployment. He's going to be safe. He's safe. Yeah, I feel that strongly. But also, dear, the basic training that he has gone through in the Navy is for such situations as he's going into. And honey, they come out. They might go in as boys, but in those 6 weeks when they come out, if anything's going on, you would want him around to save the people around him. He can do it. Fearless. They trained them to be fearless and to be able to think clearly, assess a situation, execute immediately. They can do it. In smoke-filled environments where you can't see your hand in front of your face and they can still function. Girl. He's going to be fine. And that's because there's times when those ships get hit, okay? Or something happens in the ship and you can't see and you have to take action. You save yourself, you save your crew member, or you just have to save yourself. And this is what you do. They're trained, okay? Whew. And so how do I find that out? My nephew. Oh my God, if I could ever get him on here. But he's not. No, he's in a whole different bag. You know, it's so interesting that spirituality completely skipped my parents. Haji Kanda, how are you? Greetings and salutations, my love. And went straight to the children. Well, they didn't skip me. And yeah, I had to go and study about it. But the kids got it. They were born with it. I have to move my leg again. I hurt my leg. I tell you, if you can catch any one of our I don't have any grandchildren, but my nieces and my nephews, I had my little, they're 17, 18, 19, and 36. I have to call them for readings. They don't need cards. They don't need anything. All they need is me to ask them a question. And I get a dissertation. I'm like, wow, that's what that was about. I wish I could get them on YouTube. I really wish I could. Missy upstairs, she is so quiet with her stuff. I tried to get her to get on here, but she's on here, but she's on here about math. She is such a left brain with such right brain potential. It's like, but anyway, where were we? Okay. We're talking about Iran. Oh yeah, we're going to be defending ourselves. They're going to defend themselves. This is the 7 of Wands. But this is not Iran defending. This is us. You see all those other sticks down there? We done pissed off a whole lot of people. We got it. Because they've closed the Straits of Hormuz. That's where they transport the oil around the world. So that means no gasoline for anybody. And it's a manipulation. This is what I'm telling you about. When the United States gets involved with the Middle East, they don't know what the hell they're doing. First of all, they're too arrogant to understand that these people have been around Sure, they might live a simple life. And see, they live a simple life, but they've been here for thousands and thousands of years. They had, they're ancient. They've been through what we're just starting to go through, and they want to live simply. Sure, they got the tech. Don't ever think they don't have the tech just because they're not showing you. Don't think they don't have the nukes because they're not showing you. They live. We may not agree with how they live, but that's their business. But if you mess with them, we're talking about, I said before, the descendants of the Persian Empire. Don't give them any ideas. You will lose. Okay. Now, where was I? Guess who's going to come out the star? In other words, it's all for show. There might be a little hope there, but it seems to be all for show. Hey, better not have no daggone casualties. Okay, here we have a victory here. Or a parent. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because, fearless leader is tooting his horn now, only to tick off the rest of the world because now they can't get their gasoline either. They can't get their oil either. And now the issue's going right back to Khomeini, this Ayatollah. Now everybody's scared. Choices need to be made. Here comes another deal. Trump loves to play let's make a deal. But not everybody is as money driven as he is. Yeah, this is let's make a deal too. Okay, this is also going to be the card for the gnome. Sat up there and called Los Angeles a city of criminals. I'm like, but see, they did that to us back in the days of the riots in the 60s. Said same shit, same stuff. Yeah. Well, now they got a problem. Now they're going to be, of course they're judged. This can be fearless. This is fearless leader. But you know who this can also? This is also the energy of the Khomeini, the Ayatollah. Mm-hmm. That's his. I don't know why. See, fearless leader likes to showboat. Khomeini don't play. He killed everybody in the house. Why? Because they were home, and they did something to offend him or offend a lot. So folks are sitting pretty securely now. We have, at this very moment, we're financially secure today. Oh, feeling it. This is also a power broker. This is the Queen of Wands. She's the bully of the group. Her energy is being used to bully. She is the one on her worst side. She will do whatever it takes to get what she wants. On her best side, she'll do whatever it takes to get what she wants. Okay? And it's interesting that none of my cards flip upside down like this. You would think it would be like that, but they don't. I saw one girl's card turned around on its own. I think I would have got up and left that disc. Who did that? And now, this is probably, I didn't get this. Did anybody see the New York Stock Exchange this morning? See, he did this. Fearless Leader did this. Here's mine. He did this on Saturday, thinking he could have everything under control on Monday, so that by the time the New York Stock Exchange opened this morning, everything would be stabilized. That's what I want. Has anybody heard? Because it's falling in the mental challenge, which means it didn't stabilize the way Fearless Leader thought it would. Things did not go that way. Yeah, look. Emotional challenge. The money. What about the money? The money is gone. Judgment. And I do believe in this case, judgment is the judgment. Look at this. Conflict, 5 of Wands. Hold on a second. Remind me, I put the cards down there because I'll forget. I want to see what the stock report came up with. Just take a second. Oh, come on. No, not these advertisements. Okay, no, not the weather, not the weather. 97 degrees over here. Come on now. Any other time, if I turn it on. Oh, shucks. Oh. Yeah, stock report for today. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Today's stock report. Today's stock report. Oh my. The Dow Jones Industrial Average went up 35 points to 42,206. Standard & Poor's 500 went down 13 points. NASDAQ NASDAQ dropped 98 points. Standout movers are Apple climbed to $201 per share, up 2.25%. Nexstar Media Group surged 3.12% to $171.79 per share. Amazon dipped 1.33% dipped down to $209.69 per share. So, if you're tracking no, let's see. What about crypto? Yes, let's check crypto. Let's see what happened. How does the stock market compare to crypto and commodities? Yeah. Crypto went. Bitcoin down, Ethereum down, Solana down. Gold stayed the same, 3,368 for an ounce. Oil went down 1.59%. Copper went up. Corn went down. They're commodities. So in short, stocks are steady, crypto is jittery, commodities are split. I guess it wasn't as bad as we thought it would be. I tell you. Not that bad. But if I was a new investor, my heart would be in my mouth. My heart would be in my mouth. So, excuse me. Crypto stayed like so. Some of the stocks went up, some went, but not too far. They didn't go like this. They just went, which is what they do. It worked for him. It worked for him. Shikanda says, wait until Wednesday. What's happening on Wednesday? Do you think he will get impeached? I still think he's going to walk away. I do. Is Donald Trump going to be impeached? No. Is Donald Trump going to resign? There's a tiny chance that he will resign. Is he going to leave office this year? Is Donald Trump leaving the presidency this year? That's a yes. Is he going to be taken ill? Is he going to be sick? Is he going to leave office due to illness? Is he leaving office due to illness? Yes. Yes. Is J.D. Vance taking his place? Will J.D. Vance take his place? No. No. Then who's going to take his place? Will someone else other than J.D. Vance? Oh, this energy. Whoa, hold on. Hold on a second. I can see it. Where's the fan when you need one? Okay. Now, uh, will someone other than J.D. Vance take Trump's place when he leaves office? No. Whoa. Yes and no. Let's look at that. Something not. Will someone other than, I asked, will someone other than J.D. Vance, Speaker of the House? Yes and no. Will the House Speaker, Speaker of the House, take over from? Yes. 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 So what happens to J.D. Vance? Hold up. Is Trump going to jail? I'm hearing he is going to be allowed to retire due to illness. Is J.D. Vance going to jail? No. He steps down. Is the cause of it going to be this bombing of Iran? What? No. Let me put these cards up. I'm intrigued. I got to find out what's going on behind this. What is going on behind this? I forgot whatever it was, his judgment. Outcome is decisions are going to be made. Let's see. So the energy I'm staying with is once Trump resigns, what happens to, that might be too complicated. Why is the Speaker of the House taking over when Trump resigns? Why is the Speaker taking over when Trump resigns? I have a feeling that Vance is going to hightail it too. Or retires. Why is the Speaker of the House? Yeah. Why is the Speaker of the House taking over? And see, that's when the dominoes start to fall. Okay, Pentacles, oligarchy, Trump. This is one of his features. Okay, the money man, conflict, over the way think, new beginnings. Ooh, okay. Major disruption. That's after they can't get that oil. How much you want to bet? Soldiers. Doesn't have to be oil then. Hold on. Does not have to be oil. Children, the past. In the future. New arrangements. This is the present. Agreements. Strength card appears when there's weakness. Stand down. Knight of Pentacles. Money, stand down. Yes. Also, money flow has slowed almost to a stop. Money is trinket. It's money. Screwed up the oligarchy's money. Ace of Swords is coming out. We have the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, so it's going to be something about money. Let's keep going. Fearless leader. Ooh, suspended. Okay, this is the retirement we were talking. Suspended. Action suspended. Wait a minute. Sit there. Just be still. Be still. So he gets suspended. He's got these new agreements. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, challenge is either, now this is the Empress. The Empress can represent the feminine, obviously, but she also represents expansions. And oh, here it is. The retirement. And here's Four of Pentacles trying to hold on to what they have, what he has. Now let me look at this. We know about the internal conflicts going on right about now. We know about, for some, he's lost a lot of MAGA supporters. We also know okay. We also know suspension. Suspension. It's about suspension. Okay, here the bottom of the deck. Here are the three big ones. Here's Russia, China, and U.S. Aha! Look who's here. Ooh. I hate to say this. I truly, truly hate to say this. The American people are not the ones who are going to suspend him. Doggone it, I dropped the... Come back here, this. It's this business. It's this business about sneaking in soldiers. Hold on a second. I think it's from the outside. I don't know how to explain it because he has no business being influenced by anybody other than the people of this country. Okay, but you see the three, you see the powerful three, you see the Queen of Wands right next to it, and you see the Ace, the seduction, the power. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Okay. Well, right next to that, and I just couldn't get my fingers right, we're sneaking the soldiers in. And that, it's going to set things off. Now, boots on the ground. We have the, let's do it this way, shucks. We have the betrayal, 10 of Swords. Wasn't supposed to do that. 9 of Cups. And the 3 of Pentacles. So, how about double crossing the wrong person? And now the trio has gone their separate ways. And I really feel that they're currently evaluating what's going on now with the people. There's a lot of worry about some fearless leaders' behavior right about now. You know, I don't know how they would Section 8. Not Section 8. What is it? 5150? They're going to talk about there's a drinking problem. They want to talk about being manipulated by, who is this? A manipulation by a married couple. Who are they? Hold I don't know who that king and queen are, but it has something to do with the recovery of the White House. Oh, I wonder if, hold on. Let's not get our hopes up. Just chill. Just chill. Mm, I'm gonna use two. I'm gonna use the Lenormands to give me the feeling. Well, who are this? Who? What is King of Wands, Queen of Cups, and Magician? Okay, I'm looking at them as people. What if I just look at them as energies? Manipulation, secrets, promotion, implementation. Okay. What is Magician, Queen of Cups, and King of Wands? Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm thinking, whoa, I got boots on the ground. Choice. This is the stairwell. This is choice. This is one card. When you read with the Lenormand, you read either 2 or 4 at one time. So let's see. Boots on the ground. Okay. Put this here. Let's cut. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh. Wow. Ooh. Look at that. That's a deception about stability, deception about being grounded, deception about being anchored. And choices have to be made. Sneaky son of a gun. J.D. Vance. Oh. You know, when I first put this down, I thought about him and Usha, and I could not, I still can't. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't understand their power. I don't know if they even have any, but if they're making some manifestation, if they're doing little stuff, shucks, of course she can. Of course she can. Let's keep going. It's like Vance himself has set some things in motion for Fearless Leader. And here's the temple, and this tower. But in this case, this is the administration. This is the administration. This is the what? How would you? The externals, the park setting. Let's keep going. Also, the idea of. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Angie Bell, hello, hello, hello. Look at this. He's coming up with some. Who put? You know, if I was president, I wouldn't want that man as my VP. This man is full of illusion, delusion. Clover and secrets, hidden knowledge, short term. His term is short. You know, damn, all I wanted was 2 cards. I'll be honest with you. Hold on. Oh, shucks. Where did I put it? Oh, it's in my hand. Has J.D. Vance and his wife actively done anything to manipulate Fearless Leader out of the presidency? There it is. There. Whoa! Do you see the? And then it went sideways. All right, Evie, thank you. Went back to straight. Let's look at this man. So basically, what this is saying to me is that it's J.D. Vance that's going to move President, you know who, but him, Felicia, out of office. And I'll be honest with you, it's going to be some hocus pocus involved. But he's not going to take the seat. He's not going to take the presidency. Spirit said he doesn't want it, never wanted it. So what was his purpose? Now, Dorothy, what does a witch look like? Come on now. We are all, as long as you're female, you're a witch. Didn't you know that? No, they don't teach you that in Sunday school. But we all are. Talk to me. Tarot team. Guides. Can we key in on JD? Oh, hell no. I'm not messing with his wife. Let me pick this up right now. We're going to have to do a reading on J.D. Vance because from what it looks like, it's like who do these people work for? It's like he has been mobilized to take fearless leader, remove him or have him removed from the presidency. Damn. Allegedly. For entertainment purposes only, we only shooting the breeze. Oh, yeah, that has to do with something with boots on the ground, the military. Because I keep singing boots on, I keep hearing it. And one thing about me, folks, I can't sing, never could. But I got boots on the ground. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me clear this. Damn, top my lipstick on. Okay. This is... Boy, it's time for the whiskey, but it's too hot for that. I tell you, the plot thickens, yes, indeed. Whoa. Bezos, Musk, Zuckerberg, and those guys. Could be. Vance works for the tech bros. Oh, you mean like Musk? Who does J.D. Vance work for? And what is he getting out of removing fearless leader, Felaniqua, from office? Oh, wait a minute, don't go slapping. Who? Who? And Usha. Wow. Who? Who's J.D. Vance really working for? Why is he doing this? Well, I guess why is he doing this? Because he hates his damn guts. Always did. Nothing's changed. Whee. What you say, Sheila? This little old weasel. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Mm. Mm. I have the star. How should I read this? I'm gonna do it like this. I have the star. Here's the knight. Here's the knight. So this is the Knight of Cups, is the one who comes with the empty cup, comes with the sweet nothings. Charm. And the hell is he going? His stupid things that come out of his mouth. Is he going to charm his way to success? The sun. There she is, Azusha. And they're both lawyers, right? Yep. Page of Pentacles. Pentacles is dark. And these two cards are coming back up again. This is the suspended king here. Okay. There is a report that's going to come up. Now, you know what? I just thought about it. Use the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles can also be votes. He may be suspended. I don't think they're going to go through that because they may have come up with this something about voter suppression, suspending those votes. But we have the look at this, look at this, look at this. Be still. Make sure I got this right. Can you see him? Oh, shucks. Between the king. Oh, shucks. The ace, I mean, here's the queen. Then you have the Page of Pentacles. Here's mom. And then you have, the Page of Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, and suspension. Looks like, let me try it this way. What does that say to you? And this is coming out of J.D. Vance's reading. Okay. Trying to follow through. Just the chariot there. Here are the big three again. 3 countries. U.S., Russia, China. His satisfaction. Things going according to plan. Okay, here's work. 8 of Pentacles. Things are working out. Ace of Swords. The truth is coming out. Okay. Here's conflict. Well, conflict. This is more so like someone is trying to fend off all of those who are fending off opponents. So it's Fearless Leader doing some controversial stuff. And here, I hear the word architects of the whole scam, strategy. All right, somebody's been overburdened the population so that they will yield for what's newly offered, which is like what? Authoritarianism. Force them to only hold on to what they have if they can do that. Because new arrangements are being put into place. that are going to calm things down. The six of swords. Decisions are being made, calls are being made, judgments are being made. Ten of Pentacles, this is the populace, this is the economy, this is the country. The future, and this is the past, but children are the future. They're trying to take things back to, what is this, the new 1930s? It's not the 50s. It's not the 50s at all. It's like maybe the late 1929, 1920s, the new 1920s. Yeah, this is the, okay, Ace of Cups. These people are trying to, J.D. Vance ought to know better than that. He's not that damn dumb. But he's linked up with this group. They're not conservatives, they're psychos. These people are stuck in the, you know how people like to jump? There's a group of people who like to get together for festivals and like they like to dress up during the Middle Ages, okay? Have fun, do the sword fights, blah, 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 blah. And some, create whole villages like that. Well, this group of people, they think, in the South especially, there's a group of people who like to recreate the antebellum South. With your big plantation, like the one that burned down a few weeks ago, and the slaves, okay? They actually, well, these folks, some people have taken that shit too seriously. Because these people actually believe they can have that again. I don't know what you call it, antebellum South. Before the Civil War, okay? They do the same thing. They get dressed, they even have weddings. They have these vast plantations in the South. They're kept up. They're beautiful. They're plentiful. And I think they even hire actors to dress up like slaves to walk around. Well, some people think that is real. And I saw something on TikTok, not TikTok. It was two TikTok vlogs that were on YouTube. And they were talking about, this is what has disturbed me for a while. The reason that the Felicia and the crew and the gnome think they can get rid of the migrants and leave the farmers all messed up with no workers and people like that is because they actually think that black people are going to they can put black people back in the fields again. Especially if you need your Medicaid, Social Security benefits, and you're young and able-bodied. You might not be mentally fit, but if you're physically fit or somewhat fit, you're going back into the fields. These are the folks. This is what this is. Ben should have known better than that. He's not that damn old. He's not that young, and he's definitely not that stupid. This is the cult. The Hierophant. This is what they're looking for. This is what they're trying to create. And yeah, this is what they're going to get for their trouble. Okay? This is what they're going to get for their trouble. And a hell of a loss of money. That's Five of Wands, which is an outright battle and loss of money. A loss of, and losing farms too. Tower. And their leader, Felishniqua. Okay. Now, I don't know what they're called. I don't even know if they have a name. But that's who it is. That's who they are. No, it ain't happening. No, it ain't happening. I've run out of space here. I'm reading cards off my thighs now. Again, economic choices need to be made about what are you going to do about these soldiers? What are you going to be doing about these people who come in and asking questions? This is Vance again. Or you're going to build up to for victory, build your strength up. This is Vance's stuff. So evidently, Felicia is no longer needed because he's put things in place. So now it's time for what? Okay. New positioning. King of Queen of Cups. Oh, look at this. The truth is going to come out about the family. This is moon reversed. And I told you my cards are very rarely reversed. What about the family? That money is gone. Look. The death of the Knight of Pentacles. Slow money. Fundamental transfer. The fundamental. Hi, Nora. How are you? Fundamentals of finances are will change or to change. Ain't no will. All this manipulation. Change. From the White House. Change of. Talking about regime change. They might be changing him. That's Phyllis Leader. I said Phyllis Leader. That's Phil. They're getting rid of him. So evidently the phase for him is over. See that? So this same group of people, oh my goodness, they just have been, that's delusional as hell. That just thinks that they can control all these different variety of people, all these different tribes of Black people in this country and force them into doing their bidding by forcing them the assumption is that Black folks, all Black folks, or a majority of Black folks are on government assistance. That's got to be the assumption. Because otherwise, this back to this work for your benefits won't work. So let's think about this rationally here. So the belief is that we can clear the way, get the immigrants out the country. We don't need anybody picking any fruit or any vegetables. And what else? How about cattle? See, I'm from cattle country, so we didn't know fruit picking there anyway, and tobacco. Get them out the way. Make it so that these people on Medicaid and SSI old folks are not going to be able to make it. They don't care anyway. They can do something though, right? They're going to have to pay for their food stamps. Them and their children are going to have to come out, and the children too. Remember child labor laws, they try to change that, are going to have to come back out to these fields, and they're going to have to work for their benefits. They're going to have to work for their Section 8. They're going to have to work for their Medicaid. They're going to have to work for their Social Security or SSI. They're going to have to work for it. And they're going to have to do physical work, and they're going to have to work on the farms and in the fields. That's what this craziness is about. And they see. Don't they know Black folks have all the variety of different tribes of Black folks they have in this country? And I mean, foundational or whatever the other, what's the other? I don't know what the adios. Indigenous Blacks we have here. I'm one of them. One side of the family is anyway. The other side is indigenous something else. And then there's a third side that's also indigenous something else. And then there's a side from across the pond. There's a whole lot of people that make up one family these days. When you look in the past, well, I'll be blessed. So that's who Vance is working for. Hi, Tracy Montgomery. Where have you been, miss? That's who Vance is working for. And evidently, stage whatever 1 or 2, I guess stage 1, phase 1 was to get into the White House. Phase 2 is to get these laws changed. And phase 3, they probably feel comfortable in removing Feloniqua from the chair now. He works for them. He works for them. Well, ain't that a kick in the ass? A kick in the head, as my grandma used to say. The ancestors, they're always around it. Ooh, Kamaya, did you just call in the ancestors? He says, the ancestors are all around us down here. We stay out of their way as they go about their work to right things. Ooh, the ancestors will tear their asses up. I got a grandmother to this day. My grandmother, she's been gone over 20 years. My grandmother had to, let's say, this man was after my sister. He had no business being after my sister. I don't know what she did, but she called grandma. Let's just say grandma visited his dreams and kicked his ass. And when he woke up that next day, not only could he not look my sister in the face, he didn't come in the house. You don't mess with Grandma Lucille's babies. How about that? Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, of course. They think the military will take care of it. Have you seen the military lately? What? Not only that, Charlotte, let me tell you something. That kind of anger is in the genes. It's passed on. It stays in your energy field. It does not go away. Shake him, your king. Okay. Yeah, I catch your comments, Tracy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And has anybody seen Red Roses? She pops in every blue moon now. Mm-hmm. Amen for the grandmas. Your grandma was named Lucille too. Oh my God. You do not mess with them grandmas. And God help you if the grandpas have to get in it. And it's so interesting. My grandfather helped me in my marriage. And being just the way he was when he was in this realm, a man of very, very few words. He showed me in this garden. He showed me what once was a beautiful garden that was turned to weeds, he said. And the flowers, the stem had been broken. It's like somebody had trampled the stem of little roses. And he said, he pointed his finger at the roses, the broken stemmed roses. And he said, you did not do this. And that's all he did. That garden was my marriage. I was in a quandary. I was in the Bible. I was praying. I was going back I was looking for all answers as to what the heck was going on in my marriage. And then I had that dream of my grandfather. He came in and when he pointed that finger, and we weren't even close like that. Well, and he said, you didn't do that. That's all I needed. I had his support. That's when I filed for divorce. Okay. Well, you covering all them bases, Allison knows. Good gosh. By July, gone by July. Yes, 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 yes. And by all means, Allison, don't forget surround yourself too with extra, extra, extra light, because we don't know what these folks are working with. But I know one daggone thing: anytime you can move a nation to be this ass backwards, they working with something. They working with something. Mm-hmm. The Mimans, the GGs, the Glamas, the Grandmas, the Nanas. Well, look who's up. You see him? You see him? What? No, you see, you always come over here looking for something to eat. Is that time? Oh, it's 1 o'clock. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Let me do this. Kit has come over. Give me a second. I still want to talk to y'all. I want to be with y'all because it's been a minute. I just feel like I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. I know it's not the truth. Let me go put some food down for him, and I'll be right back. Excuse me. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Kit. Hold on. Give me a minute. You gotta move if you want me to get down there. Come on, move. Stop. Stop. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You want to eat? Let's go. Come on, don't do that crisscross. You're gonna trip me up one day and I'm gonna fall and bust up behind. Come on, I tell you about the crisscross. Come on, let's go get something to eat. Let's go get something to eat. Oh, look at this. How about your water? Let me get some fresh water. Yeah. It's lunchtime. There you go. When you get thirsty, there you go. There you go. Oh boy. Oh boy. What you doing, booze? Oh boy. Okay. I guess this. Oops. Oh wait a minute. Where are you? Do I need anything else? Oh boy. You want to? Oh, that's Lauren. You want to flip into something else? I have been following kind of. Yeah. Oh, y'all talking among yourselves. The whole Karen. Who's this? Oh, they still talking Diddy. The Karen Reed case up in Massachusetts. That stuff was scary. Voodoo is in full effect. Hey, I wouldn't call, but you know what? Voodoo and hoodoo and you do too. Yeah, that amongst well, yeah. I was trying to tell my daughter. Yeah, you better. Yeah, Camellia, a priestess. Hell yeah. I hear. Guess who I hear coming down the steps? I hear her. I hear her. She had a virtual interview this morning. Oh, I hope that your shorts are not your drawers. Yeah, say hi. You know that. Say hi. Say hi to the people. I'm live. They are your drawers. Okay. They see your face. There's Lauren, y'all.
I look like I still have bracelets.
No, your teeth are perfect. Your teeth are perfect. Yes. The Karen Reed business. I don't know how, if any of you have been following it, but it came to my attention. This started about 3 years ago. It came to my attention. Yeah, Charlotte says hi. Pastor Caldwell says hi. She said hi. She give you the hi. You give a sweet hi. And oh, that's your phone. I thought something was about to bounce out this chair because I was definitely gonna bounce away from it. Like, Jaconda says hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Hi. You hear her? She's in the kitchen. Oh, okay. Oh, and Charlene says, "Hey, beautiful. Hey, Goddess, is that you?" Yes, it looks like it. Goddess Charlene says, "Hi." Oh, she's deep in the kitchen now. She'll catch you coming on out. Um, thank you. Um, I didn't pay it any attention until I saw thousands, hundreds and thousands, up to the thousands of women in support of this one woman. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then you might have a man sprinkled here and there. And I'm like, what is going on? Kamayo says, hey, babe. Wait till she comes out. she can't hear you now. Um, um, I'm like, what is going on? And so I started paying a little bit of attention. You see the vlogs here on the reviews of what's going on in the court of what was going on. Karen Reed was girlfriend, had been with this fellow for 2 years. She's a financial analyst, I guess for a big firm up there, Massachusetts somewhere. He was a cop. Name was John O'Keefe. They went out on a pub crawl with friends of his from the job. Evidently, they were Boston cops who had moved out to the counties in Denham, Massachusetts, and or transferred out there. I don't know what the deal was. I was never clear on that. But they were on a pub crawl. And after the second pub, there was a party at this. The families involved were the Alberts and the McCabe's. Everybody's cop related. If you weren't a cop, you're a retired cop, or there one guy named Higgins. He was ATF. Okay, so you get the picture. This was the party. This was the group, the table, the group at the table who was club hopping. They only went to 2, and then they went to the party. Well, John and Karen was a part of their group. They were John's people, and Karen was his girl. She's driving, I think, in her car to the party, or so I was under the impression of. People just started after the second pub. They just went their separate ways, and then they ended up at the party. The party was being held by Brian Albert's son, Brian Colin. I think it was a graduation party, so we got teenagers, okay, older teens, but we're still teens. Now, I don't understand this, but it's like the adults came home, the party was over, and the kids left. Okay. Hey, Sheila K. Okay, no worries then. Oh, thank you. Something strange happened when John got there. Now, from what I was listening to, while Karen and John were on the way. Now, picture this. There was a blizzard going on, and these people were pub hopping and driving like it was a sunny day in Miami. Okay. That I can't figure out, but evidently I figured they could handle it, so they handled it. And they were driving. While the Mrs. McCabe, Jen, for some reason, texted and called John, texted and called 40 times. And I'm thinking, while he's in the car with his girl, Karen. Yeah. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not sure because they couldn't even get a good time of death. But anyway, because of the snow and the ice. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, well, that makes sense. She's trying to give him. You had a Lucille too? Oh, Angela. Wouldn't it be funny if it was the same Lucille? No, it's not, though. You never know. She had 17 brothers and sisters. Mrs. McCabe, Jennifer, called John and texted him while Karen's driving. Now, I don't know about you guys, but isn't that the same thing that got Jonathan Majors beat up, chased throughout New York City, and thrown in jail. Another woman calling on the phone, other than the one he was with. Well, now they're supposed to have been 5 minutes away from the second pub. That's where the party was, 5 minutes away. Now, Karen gets to the address, and it's one of those county addresses where everything is like, what do you call it? The house, you have this big, beautiful lawn, and in this case, they had a country kind of a fence. It looked like you see in a Western. Log, all this space in between, and all this lawn. You need a big mower to deal with it when I'm that you sit on. And in the back, you have the house. A regular single family. Not quite colonial, no, but it's almost a that's the house. Now, when you see the house, probably couldn't see much of it because it was a blizzard going on. And they have cameras, and you could see it was a damn blizzard going on, okay? And these people were drunk. They had to be high at least. And they were driving. What struck me, okay, well, I'll tell you that later. Karen said, she told John, go check it out to see if there's anybody in there that I know. Because if there's nobody in there that I know, I'm leaving. That tells you something right there. She said, I don't know these people. And obviously she did not trust those people. Okay, these are supposed to be his people now. Okay. He gets out the car and doesn't get back in. He's gone. She doesn't see him again. I don't know how much time has passed, but by this time she's really pissed and she drives away. Okay. 12 o'clock, she's on the phone. John Donut. I think he answered at 12. No. 12:15, she calls again. Didn't answer that time. 12:15, the phone is open, but she does not hear his voice. She's laying his ass out. Blah, 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 blah. You're supposed to be blah, 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 blah. Calls back. About 12 something now. Blah, 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 blah. And if you aren't 1 o'clock, if you don't blah, 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 and be back here, blah, 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 blah. Click. Okay. She falls asleep. 4 a.m. in the morning, he doesn't show. 4 a.m. in the morning, he's not answering at all. That's when Karen wakes up. And when she wakes up, she's in a panic because he doesn't come home. She has had no calls from him. Nothing. She calls Mrs. McCabe, Jennifer, and she calls another friend of his, Carrie. And she said, John didn't come home last night. And they go, what? Well, we need to go back. Well, she said, well, let's go back to the pub, the second pub. That's where I think see if he went back there, blah, blah, blah. And Jennifer says, Mrs. McCabe said, no, we're not going back to there first. Let's go back to the house. Okay. So they drive back. This time, I think Karen is in a state. So Jennifer, I think, is driving. I'm not sure. Wait a minute, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte. Don't jump ahead. So, oh yeah, that reminds me. That's a question that's coming to me. They get back there, and guess what? I don't know where they park. I mean, because it's a street. It's a little road. It's not just a road, but it's a street. But it's under snow. They're walking around. Before they get in the gate, they discover the body face down. Jennifer gets on the phone to 911. Can you send us some help? We just found the body. Well, no, he's a friend of ours, and it looks like he's been hit by a car. He's laid out here. And you could hear the They got that report. The person on the other said, "Well, have you tried CPR?" Yeah. Oh, we're not going to do that. Nobody's going to try CPR. Well, why aren't you trying CPR? Okay, miss. If you don't want to try the CPR, blah 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 blah. You know, they run down the questions and da 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 da, and then you hear Karen in the back screaming and hollering and crying. And I don't know what Carrie is doing, but in the meantime, yeah, okay. Don't worry about it, Tracy. You can go back and watch. Um, in the meantime, basically what is said, it is reported that he had been hit by a car and was left lying in the street and lying in the road in the snow. And by the time help got on the way, he was dead. Well, he's not dead on arrival. He had been dead for hours. To make a long story short, like I said, some kind of way, well, Jennifer came up with the story. Mrs. McCabe came up with the story that Karen had backed into him and hit him and took off and left him to die. That was the story. Now, no blood in the sand, no blood in the snow. There was no evidence whatsoever. Her tailgate, there was a broken tailgate. However, the Massachusetts State forensics person said, well, there was a break. There was her tail light had been broken. That could have contributed. She could have hit him and run over him and blah, 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 blah. Now, my question is this. How the hell do you not know when you run over somebody or something? I don't care if it's a cat. You know when you go boom, boom. What the hell? Just keep it in mind. So a private person came in, private group. When Karen found out that she was going to be charged with his murder, first it was murder 1, then they dropped it down to murder 2. She got, I don't know, this woman had some money. She got some top-notch defense attorneys. They called in their forensics persons. They said, no way in the world did that tail light break after hitting him. And as a matter of fact, he wasn't hit by a car anyway, because the autopsy report shows he died from blunt force trauma about the head. That is not the injuries of someone of a hit and run or someone who had been in a car accident. So this is trial number 2. They brought all that out in trial 1, and it was a hung jury. So now they're back and court is on a lunch break. Okay, brought it back to second trial. Well, they were interviewed. The Albert Bryan took the stand, and this is what he felt, this is what he believed happened, blah blah blah. Nobody came in the house. He never saw John come in the house. So whatever happened to John outside his house. It was his house. Okay. Let me explain something about his house. And that's the same thing the Mrs. said. That's the same thing Jennifer said, Mrs. McCabe. And Jennifer had in history with John O'Keefe. Okay. I don't know who her husband was, but he was around there too. And this guy from ATF named Higgins. None of them saw John in the house. Okay. Now, let me explain the outline of this house. It was a regular house, look top like this, and over, down house. Okay, 2 levels. They had added in addition, right side. Nope, left side. Sorry. In addition to the house on the side of the house. Let's say it was on the side of the house, because I don't know if it was west or north. Okay. And next to the addition, there was the 2-car garage. Now, I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I thought it was such a poor design. The main house was just like a regular single-family house. Had 1 red front door. The section had 1 red front door. And on the porch, where the section part of the house, the new section they put in the house, there was a side door that was also red. But that side door went into the garage. Okay? The garage, that thing was old. So I don't believe, I think they put a section in between the house and the garage. Okay. Now, this makes absolutely no sense to me. How in the hell the defense got pictures, some kind of way the pictures, defense got pictures from inside of the garage, and you see all this blood splattered, not even splattered, all this blood spilt on the lower part of the wall down towards what would probably have been steps. Blood's on the wall, blood's on the top step, blood's on what looks like the bottom step. Blood, just blood. Now think about that. 3 front doors. Depending upon which door you're talking about, usually if you say front door, would anybody come through the door, you think what? The main door, the front door. No, they didn't see anybody come through the front door because he came through the side door where the garage door was. And that's where he died. All that blood, you can't lose blood like that. That's how much blood there was. And for some reason, they couldn't wash it off. I don't know what the hell was going on with those people. But my question is, did the prosecution have these pictures and just try to suppress them or what? Either way, defense got them. So to make a long story short, that's what freed Karen. That's what freed Karen. They couldn't catch Senior Albert or the Missus in a lie. They couldn't catch Mr. McCabe in a lie, but they got Jennifer lying and they got the ATF guy Higgins lying. I mean, bold-faced lies. And do you know the DA says, well, since the people acquitted Karen Reed, the case was closed, not to be looked into any further. And on that note, my question is, who killed John O'Keefe? Oh my God, they've got some. Who killed John O'Keefe and tried to frame Karen Reed? I mean, this is how the police are working up there. So I don't know about, well, like I said, one is retired, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Oh, state trooper came in. I forgot, Michael Proctor. I don't know when he came in, but he has since been fired because of the mishandling of the investigation. So now my thing is this: if the man slipped and fell and hit his head, no, that's still not. He was alive. The coroner finally, the private coroner, said cause of death, blunt force trauma about the head and hypothermia. Even though he had hit his head, he was alive. Now, if they were fooling around, everybody's drunk and drinking and acting stupid. Maybe you're dancing. Maybe the floor is slippery because it is ice and snow outside. You come in and whoop, call an ambulance. They didn't want to do that. No, they threw him out. That sounds malicious, don't you think? How does that sound to you? Yeah, they could have. Charlotte, I'm beginning to wonder, just like kids out of a Stephen King movie. I kid you not. Oh, Tamayo says hi. Jaconda says hi. Lauren,
Hi.
tell everybody how all they see is
Hi,
legs.
everyone.
She says hi to everyone. I know all you saw was legs. They threw him outside, right outside the gate. Right outside the gate where that man died in that cold, in that blizzard. And he was supposed to be one of their own. Yeah, hitting you on the head, Tracy Martin. Hitting you on the head. Yes, yes. No, he wasn't. There was none. There was very, very little, if any, blood outside in the snow. The blood was inside the garage looking place. And looking at that wall, I don't know if that was a garage or a barn, but I didn't see a barn. That looked just the two. That place was old. You can tell it was an older structure than what had just been put there. Okay. Happy Monday, Helen Leach. How are you? And yeah. Oh, they beat that man. That's what that looks like. The question: who killed John O'Keefe and why? They definitely, the state trooper has lost his job. They couldn't do anything with the retired cop and his missus, and they couldn't. I couldn't do anything with Jennifer either. But somebody and the DA closed the case. Yeah, I think I did well. I'll see what I think. I know he was just. And Brian Sr. says that, there was a Brian Jr. and there's a Cullen Albert. Oh, Albert. They pronounce it Albert. They were at a party. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Okay, we will see. I'll cut it. Take it from the center. Okay. All right. Yeah, we know. Justice for all. Recovery. Ooh. They're going to find out. Good. Ooh, relocation. Oh, what does this mean? Oh, where's my coffee? Oh. Does that mean it's going to be reopened somewhere else? Let's keep going. Here's a 3. 3 people involved. Oh, I think there's more than 3 involved. Regret. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Look at that. Oh, now you regret it. Here's a couple lies. There's more lies coming. That's invitation. An invitation to what? Here's more 3s. Okay, that's 3 plus 3 equals 6. Oh, yeah. That was a betrayal. There it is. 10 of Swords. Those were his people. Solid, financially secure. So what is that? There's the bully again. But this is also, this is Jennifer. I don't care what her sign is. Because she got on there, withdrawn. She's the type of woman that acts like a bubblehead. Space kid. Oh God, I'm sorry. Well, you know what? I didn't. You asked me that the other day. I thought you meant blah blah blah, and now I'm thinking that is something different. But when you said that just now, I'm thinking it's blah 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 instead of saying. And then when you catch her on the guard, unprepared. You mentioned that to me the other day, and I said thus and so. Why are you bringing it up to me now? You see the different personalities? Okay. Hermit, isolation, burden. That could be the beating. Judgment. That was a telephone call. There's also, in this case, it can be a telephone call. And yes, there were a lot of text messages and telephone calls from Jennifer to John. It's like they had to get him up there. And I don't understand why nobody picked that up. And okay, this is the issue. Yeah, I guess so. That's because he's dead. That's emotional challenge. No joke. 3 again. So now we know who the big 3 are. So, damn, I forgot what the question was. Who killed him and why? Oh, why? We know who they did. They did. The question is why. You know why? Money. And while I have that up, let me, where are my, aha, hold on. The true crimes. All right. Why did they kill John O'Keefe? I mean, Jennifer just worried the hell out of him. I mean, they have her 40 times within a file. Now, oh, that's Diddy's old house. Damn. They just put a picture of, I'm watching the Diddy thing here, trial going on. None of his defense people showed up, y'all. That's for the newcomers who come again. Hello, Alicia. None of them showed up. I don't know if they were supposed to come today or tomorrow. Anyway, back to John O'Keefe. Oh, I should have asked him to come in. I don't want to disturb him because everybody and his mother is bugging him. They got him on the ghost box, 2 people on a ghost box. I mean, the man hasn't had time to get himself accustomed to the intro life yet. Damn. God, look at all that baby oil. And Astroglide. I'm going to try some of that. Okay. Johnson's? Okay. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. I'm not going to ask the true crime cards why. I'm just going to ask for clarification. Let's see what they say. Okay, that's it. Okay. Come on, I got to cut you now. I'll do it like that. Okay. No, do it. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Spirit just said, no, don't do it that way. Okay. Do it this way. Okay. 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 I'm clarifying the 9 of Pentacles. I get caregiver. Legal proceedings. Yeah, we know it was a male. A male did it or a male was injured. A gift. Uh-oh, a package. Oh, hell. Do not tell. I thought there was some kind of, I thought it, and I bet you the person was Jennifer. Because I saw 2 pictures. I saw her take the witness stand. So she was being a space cadet. And she was repeating. The DA would say something to her, and then she would repeat back his exact words. And when she repeated back his exact words, that's a technique to do one of 2 things. To make sure I understood exactly what you're saying to me and to distract your ass for even asking me that in the first place. It works both ways. She did that every time the man opened his mouth. So that was a red flag. And then I saw a picture of her when she did not know the camera was on her. And instead of being that bubble-eyed, goo-goo gaga space cadet, she was like, I'm like, that's no. So as far, and it was an accident. Why in the hell? I truly believe they beat the hell out that man, and then he probably slipped and fell, and they probably figured with his neck snapped or whatever, his head beaten, that he was going to need a caregiver for the rest of their lives, and they weren't going to pay for it. And I do believe that she could. Jennifer, as far as allegedly, entertainment purposes only, I swear she's behind the whole damn thing. I don't swear. I know. Mm-hmm. And this woman is smooth enough to. She is. I don't know anybody on TV right now. This woman was smooth enough to organize those men to kill for her. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I saw. And I don't know what else. Is there anything else? I don't know. Damn aliens. Well, where's the... I have one more question. And then I think I'm going to color it. Oh, my goodness. Now they got a picture of Diddy's cabinet. Is this the bathroom cabinet? Hemps. All that baby oil. Oh, y'all. I put the... Oh, my goodness. I have, oh, jeez. Okay, what did I do? What did I do with the pendant, y'all? Oh, I can't find the pendant. I want to know now if Jennifer, well, I guess I'll have to use the cards. Did Jennifer organize that hit? And they're the kind, and those guys were the kind of alpha male that would do that. Mm-hmm. They're the kind of alpha male that would pull that off. Oh yeah, they'll give a man a beat down over harming a woman. Hell yeah. You did what to her? Oh yeah, we're gonna fix you. We're gonna get you good. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, shucks. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's not so a good thing, because if the woman is lying and as treacherous as this woman is, you could have killed some man who's killing an innocent man. Okay. Oh, go on, y'all. I can't find my pendulum. Oh, shucks. Oh, hell. Then we're going to have to do it the... Oh. Hold on. Before I do the pendulum, what lies beneath? We've been on here 2 hours. I told you I wanted to talk to you guys. I really wanted to talk to you guys and gals. I did. I really wanted to say something yesterday, but I was like, I'm not working. No. I'm going to enjoy my peace. I'm not going to do nothing. But I'm going to catch them tomorrow. Let's ask this. Why was John O'Keefe killed? And I mean, you have a lot of folks now, as a YouTuber, I know you have to have content. That's how you get paid. If you're doing it for pay, then you're going to have content. If you're doing it to fulfill a dream, or you just feel driven, I got to get this out to the people, I got to let them know, that's another thing. And you got a lot of Ghostbusters. I did not realize that on YouTube. And they're Ghostbusters, but they're not coming from a spiritual thing. They're coming from a scientific point. And I got to say, I'm coming from a spiritual point when it comes to the dearly departed. I was raised. You hear your phrase, the dearly departed, or the departed. It's always dearly with me. And I've done some mediumship too, because that's what they're basically doing, scientific mediumship. Now there are a singing bowl. Hold on, Diddy had a singing bowl in the closet with the baby oil. Oh my God! And the astroglide. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Government Exhibit 1A-211. Well, I'll be. You see that singing bowl over there? I'm sorry. Did you see? Woo! That shocked me. I'm sorry. From a spiritual perspective, somebody said the interior designer needs to be on trial. I was taught that people need time to acclimate to their surroundings and things like that. Like with Matthew Perry, he wanted to talk. Oh man, you're not even ready yet. Did he have to center himself? Tracy Martin said, "What is that? That's Diddy's baby oil. That's an attaché or a box of Johnson & Johnson's baby oil with Astroglide and a singing bowl next to it. This is the government's exhibit against Diddy. But anyway, that was whoa, look at these guns. This man, this is not personal use. And then he got boxes stashed tall. What is in there? Astroglide. Nah, y'all. Look at the boxes of Astroglide. Look at this shit. No. You see that? That's Astroglide. They're boxes of Astroglide. That's bulk shopping. That's an enterprise. That's a damn business. That is not personal use. Anyway, why was getting back to? I'm all over the place today. I just wanted to talk to y'all. Oh, thank you for the hearts, y'all. I love you too. I don't know what the hell that other thing is. I don't want to know. Why did they kill John O'Keefe? I think it was an accident, but the way they handled that, they panicked. But why did they kill him? They should have known they could have killed him. Why did they kill him? No, the hell with Diddy right now. Why did they kill John O'Keefe? Why did they let him die? Why did they let him die? Because he fell. He hit his head. Everybody been drinking. He was dancing and he fell. That's the lie I would have told. But no, I could not have let him. No. Why did they kill? Why did they let him die? Why did they let him die? Why did they let him die? What's these cards? Cards, you acting funny. Okay, now, no. Now you want to really act funny. What lies beneath? Yeah, why did you let him die? Why did they let him die? See, there's something going on with those people too. Why did they let John O'Keefe die? And I'm gonna tell you, you think people can be rotten. You ain't never seen nothing till one cop goes against another cop. Oh my God. No, you think you've seen something on the news where you find these people shooting up this place and shooting up that place and killing all the people in that? You ain't seen nothing yet. Briefly, as a paralegal secretary, I think that was at the time, I worked for a law firm that worked for the Fraternal Order of Police. Oh, honey, when they get mad at each other, God help you if you divorce one. They do not go to jail. You hear me? And they can do some of the most heinous things to each other. Why did they kill John? And I truly, I think I've said this before. I know good and damn well they murdered that cop not too far from here. I don't know what was going on. And I wasn't reading that. No, because that's right in my own. No, I don't need to know. But these are the same people. It's interesting. Even, you know how things are about 6 degrees of separation? It's a hell of a lot closer now. These are the same people I suspect who ran up on the family members that I had, 2 male family members. They grown, they 40s and 50s. At a red light and bumped them in the back. And it's like they were sitting on the stop sign or a red light. I'm not sure. I forgot which one it was. When they felt the bump, they looked like, okay. They think it was what? The driver was saying, oh, here comes a case. Looked in the rearview mirror and saw 2 guys get out the car with their guns drawn. They took off. These guys were savvy enough. And yes, honey, they understood the street life and they knew, fresh out of jail, one of them was, and ran. And check this out. They were caught and arrested. I don't know what they were caught and arrested for. I don't even remember what it was. But they had to be released immediately because they were really, whatever they were arrested for, they didn't have anything on them. No, because they were running like hell because they saw the car. And they said that, they told, long story short, let's just say the city gave them millions. All right. Yeah, I saw a few dollars. Yeah. I didn't ask for anything. You want to bless me? Thank you. I appreciate it. And I was blessed a little. Yeah, I was blessed a little bit. But yeah, getting back to what cops do to each other. I can't get over the singing bowl next to the baby oil. Why did they kill? Why did they let John die? Why did they let John O'Keefe die? Why do you let John O'Keefe die? And he seemed to be he has seemed to me to be one of the white hats, one of the good guys. Okay. He seemed to me to be one of the good. And I have met some good cops. I have, because they've helped me through my stuff. And yeah, I have been blessed. Now, for the rest of the family who was doing stuff they had no damn business doing, I can't say the same thing. But they still looked out for them because they knew my mom. So, it makes a difference when the cops are from the neighborhood. Okay. They might be second generation, but they grew up knowing who you were in the neighborhood, that kind of stuff. That helps a great deal, other than foreigners coming in. But I've had some foreigners come in, people from outside the neighborhood. And even they were very helpful. But see, I'm not the one shooting at them either. Why did they allow John to die? Because he just gives me the impression of being one of the good guys. And I hate to say it, but that could have been what got him killed, allegedly. Let's see. I will never be able to do it either, Sean. Okay, have this thing shuffled enough? Why did they let John die? Oh, well, I'll be blessed. I didn't even have. Should I cut? No, just let it go. Yeah. Envy. So you see how personal this is? Setting the record straight. Oh, you think you better than we are? Oh, here we go. You're going. He was. Fake friends. Now, should I cut this or should I just read it straight? Okay, it says read it straight. Look at this. All right. Okay. Yeah, see, wait a minute. I'm getting ready to get upset. That's also a very good mantra. Makes you center yourself. I think he was one of the good guys. Running away. I guess he was trying to get away. Oh, look at this. Get in the room. Didn't I tell you he was hooked up with that woman some kind of way? Oh. Oh, this adds a new dimension to it, doesn't it? I'm getting a divorce, but you got a new girlfriend. Oh, gosh. Watching things go down. Getting played. I'm gonna have to get back on the bike. I'm gonna have to get back on the bike and ride this off after this. I'm gonna have to ride this off. Oh my God, yo. Yeah, he had a new girlfriend. Where in the daylights did I drop my? Let's keep going. Yeah, copycat. Make it look like somebody else did it. Karen Reed. Putting on a show. Putting on a show. You so phony. You think you all that now because you got a girl from down there. Nah. And I'm just, wait. Bottom of the deck is just as bad. I hate nothing about you. Emotional intelligence. See, it was all about that emotions, the feelings. Game over. So he was running away and fell. He ran out of there and fell. Allegedly. Look at this. Trash, throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. And look at this. Knowing they messed up. Oh, I didn't know about this. Doing drugs. Situation about to explode. Yeah, well, we know about this now. Yo! Okay, hold on. Red lipstick stains. That's usually adultery. Here we go. That's Ten of Swords, the betrayal. This is the sex shop. Yeah, we got sex shop and promiscuous. So they was cheating. Love story. Keeping you a secret. But that kind after that 40 doggone text messages and telephone calls, I knew what that was. Be a sexual protection. I knew what that was. Bad choices. Cut up. It says cut up, but that basically cut up. Didn't I call it? Whoa! Kick to the curb. Hater. Is there more for me to say? Need I say more? Okay. Thank you, Charlotte. Need I say more? When the state can't get you or the feds can't get you, the universe will. Calling that God of karma or that God of I'm gonna fix your ass justice. That's a goddess, Justitia. That's a goddess. That's one of them. Yeah, they're gonna get you. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my God. I mean, you can't do anything with adults. Adults have to learn the adult way. But sometimes it's a one lesson, and you don't get any more chances. Oh, that's so sad. But that was my cue right there. That was my cue. I said, he has a history with this Jennifer woman, whoever she is. And I was watching. I did not know she was somebody's wife. I didn't know anything about the divorce either. The cards told me that. Folks, we have, oh my God, 2.5 hours. 2.5. I'm feeling good. I got on the bike before I got on here. That's probably why I'm feeling good. Let's clear this up. And they're just going over right now old Diddy footage after when the feds busted him. I don't know what the hell has happened to my pendant. It's not on the floor. It's not anywhere around. Well, it has. Oh man, I wonder if I'm sitting on it and just don't feel it. I don't know. I don't know where my pendulum is. It's not in her case. She's not in her case. So, this is the part of the show where I try to answer questions. Let me see if I can't pull something out. Just, okay. I'll see if I can't just pull something out. Thank you. I'm going back up to the top. Oh, this is still top chat. Wait a minute. There's some folks I missed. I don't know why they don't give me live chat since I'm live. Okay. Let me go take it to the tip top and work my way down. I don't want to miss anybody. Wow, y'all. How many of y'all up in here? Okay. Oh, we talked about the grandmas. Okay, that's basically you guys, you gals. It's basically all women. Where the guys at? I guess they're going to do their thing. Encounter Oh, good God. Explosions. Barbara Sobo reports explosions reported near U.S. military base in Qatar after Iran vows to retaliate. Yeah, well, they closed the strait. Yeah, they closed the strait. Yeah, we did the voodoo when I was in my hyperbaric. Oh, Kamoyo, you were in a hyperbaric chamber? Oh, my God, what happened to you? That's the story. 48 dives in the chamber and was not scared. Oh, that's what. Kamoyo, you Navy? If you're still here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a diver. I believe that he was gone to by July too. Allison, oh yeah. Our ancestors. Oh, our ancestors are always here, Allison. They're all folks. Let me tell. I don't want to step on anybody's beliefs or religions or anything like that, but it has been my experience, and I got into this understanding by working with sound. Sound, all sound has frequency. All frequency basically can be measured by cycles of vibration. The frequency is the actual measurement of sound. Now, if you take some certain sounds below 7, are they decibels? No, 7 hertz. Below 7 hertz, we can't, normal ears can't hear it. Now, my daughter is hard of hearing and she has a hearing aid. That girl, she goes way below 7 hertz and up to 20 hertz. And she goes way beyond 20 hertz. Lauren can tell you what a building sounds like, the frequency of the building. She talking about approaching a bridge while you're driving, the frequency of the bridge. If that bridge ain't right, she's going to let you know it. If that building's not right, she's not going in it. And the same thing with light. Did you know light came from sound? Light is a higher frequency of sound. It's all vibration. It's all vibration. Now, and that includes us too. We are human beings, but basically we are human doings. We don't stop there. That's the way I want to approach that. We don't stop at being human beings because we too vibrate at our own personal frequencies. Um, I don't know what my frequency is, but they'll just say I haven't measured it. I don't think I do because if I'm feeling happy and go lucky and then I'm vibrating at a higher frequency. If I'm sad and feeling bad, I'm vibrating at a lower frequency. So as a human being, I can go boop. We can all go boop. But now, when we close our eyes for the last time, the body has a lower frequency, but what makes us has a higher frequency. And the two separate. Bodies cast aside, put in the ground, burnt up, whatever. But that higher frequency part of us, it goes to a matching frequency of whatever it is. I don't know whether to describe it as where or what. It still exists, and at times it hangs around. Okay, you call them spirits. I'm not sure that's an accurate word because it's us. Thank you for the hearts. And you meet, let's for example, you say a loved one has passed on and you've gone to the funeral, you've cried your eyes out. A week later, you dream about them. This is when the spirit within you, whenever you go to sleep, your spirit leaves and goes into a whole different frequency. It goes into a frequency that it can adjust to, it's a part of. The body's still back here. What makes you you is gone out into a different realm. And it meets your loved one. And you have a rocking good time, or you're taking a drive somewhere, or you're just walking and talking somewhere, or you're just in this room or this area that looks like a room, and you get to talk with your loved one. that part of you that has left the body has adjusted to, no, I take that back. Your loved one has adjusted to your frequency to come back in and soothe you, chit chat with you. And then you wake up and you're back in your lower frequency body. But you know good and daggone well, you were not dreaming. But you call it a dream because that's all we don't have the vocabulary to call it anything else. That's when you're traveling into other frequencies, other dimensions. You can call them, yeah, there are dimensions, other levels, other layers, whatever. Okay. Um, on YouTube, they've got quite a few folks who have devices. They're genuine devices that can be attuned to the frequency of the dearly departed, and all they have to do is call them in. And you can hear when they call them, they're not clear. You hear the sound; it sounds really weird, and you hear other sounds with it. But you kind of you can hear their voice, maybe one word, two words. Personally, I rather do the medium thing and then dismiss. But these folks are using the voice. I call them a ghost box. I forgot what it's really called. You can get them at Amazon. I just feel some kind of way about letting the people be at least for a good week before you call somebody in on a ghost box. But that's just me. I'm not gonna say anything. That's just me. I don't. I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. I just wish. But then again, and then the thing with the content and being on YouTube, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. And you have to strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, I get it. I just think I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Now, depending upon some of the people who passed over, they read Matthew Perry. Boom, he was on it. He was waiting for somebody to call him. Yeah, when you do it like that, okay, boy, let's do this. Let's do this. And that's fine. That's okay. That's fine. However, others may not. Like I did one lady who was killed in a car accident, and it was a stupid car accident. Oh my God, it was just so negligent. Young girl, and I had to break it because she was making me cry. She was so exasperated, because I didn't want her to feel exasperated. I didn't want her to feel anything but love because I needed her back on a love vibration. She was kicking herself. She understood that she had killed herself, and I didn't want her to stay down in that level because that's where you attract all the BS, all the crazy stuff on the lower levels and the lower frequencies. She went back up. She went back up, you know. Okay, well, that's all. Okay. Well, they should have known that was coming. Kimberly Dixon says, I'm going back up here. Madam, Iran just attacked U.S. base in Qatar. Yeah, okay. Thank you. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. How is this case closed? You must be talking about Don O'Keefe. The DA closed it, Camillo, just like that. Yeah, I believe it, Charlotte. They all did something. I think these people are just, yeah, it does sound evil, but it sounds like something on, like I said, a Stephen King movie. Mm-hmm. No, not that much blood, Tracy. You're absolutely right. I mean, it was blood. And Jaconda's giving me claps. Okay. Helen Leach, happy Monday. Tracy Martin, he was beaten. Yeah, he was beaten. And he was hitting his head. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the dog bites, scratches. And guess what? They got rid of the dog. They got rid of the dog. Why did Trump attack Iran? I think to show his ass. To show off. Let's just ask the cards. No, we're not. What lies beneath? Yeah, we're gonna ask what lies beneath. Allegedly. Why did Trump attack Iran? Of all people, of all countries. Why did? Because he knew it. Look at that. Why did Trump attack Iran? Why did Trump attack Iran? What was the motivation? Basically because he was having a bad day. But let's see what the cards have to say about it. Why did Trump attack Iran? What lies beneath? Did I pick up the right damn cards? Hold on. Oh, no. No. We did not. I'm not telling. No. Hold on. Let me just. Hold on. I got to really. Yeah, I'm swirling my cards here. Wait a minute. I know damn well. I didn't see it. That's not the answer. Come on. Flip over. Just come on. Oh, come on. I don't want you to toss that on the floor. Okay, come on. I'm just tossing right now. Just flip. Turn. Flip. If that comes back up again, then I know something. I think, what? Something I never anticipated. Okay. I don't believe it. If that's the case, we never should let that son of a bitch in the. Okay. Let me just turn things around. 1, 2. How many is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, now hold on. I'm going to pick them up. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. These still stuck together. Hold on. Now, some of these still stuck together. Wait a minute. I'm swirling them around because I did not believe what I saw. Okay. I think they got stuck. Sometimes these cards do get stuck. Okay. Bear with me, please. Oh, shucks. Yeah, I'm dropping them on the floor. Good. No, here's still 2 stuck together. I know you haven't seen cards shuffle. I'm not shuffling. I'm mixing them all up here. All right. Oh, okay. I have anything on the floor? Now we're going to ask it again. Why? Why did Pelosi, why did fearless leader hit Iran? What was the true motivation? Why did they attack Iran? Excuse me. Okay. Okay. All right. Fake friends. That's him in Israel. Are you kidding? He wants it. He wants it on record, recorded. Ooh, and it was a betrayal. It was a setup. On who? Yeah, emotional intelligence. What emotional intelligence? Stop. Yeah, look. Somebody's in their fields. I bet. Yeah, Iran's in their field. Oh, he was in his fields. He was in his fields. Very immature. Very, very feminine acting. Very, very what they call chaotic. Feminine side of chaos. Chaos is the feminine side. That's the feminine. This is what I'm talking about. How the masculines are acting too feminine. In other words, because he was in his fields, Obama did the same thing. And look, keeping a promise. So guess who? I wonder. Okay, you acting stupid again. Well, look at this. Well, it did. This makes no sense to me, but this was pretty close to what I saw the first time. Sexual protection, checking yourself. Fighting for what you love. Money, get money. Fighting for what you love. Get money. Things about to explode. Things did explode. And now he realizes he kept a promise. That was a promise. Now he's caught up. Okay, all right. Let's see if any soldiers killed. Where's the cards? Let's see if it stops there. Because I'm telling you, that's how they play over the Middle East. They don't need me as anybody's general. Because my thing is, I'll hit you till you can't get up. I'm not going to go tit for tat. Because you hit my base, I'm going to hit yours. And I don't play like that. But that's me. That's me. Let's see if it stops there. Damn. I don't know what I have done with, it's terrible if I have sat on it, that I would have felt that. Can't find, oh, well. Let's see if, and see, these military bases are in other countries, other countries too. So, no, I guess that's sovereign to them. But you send a bomb to another country and see if you don't get bombed back by that country. All right. Is this bombing of Qatar, the military base? Does it stop here? Does the bombing stop here? Let me see if I can find. Does the bombing stop here? I'm getting tired of Diddy now. I want to see what happens if those soldiers are okay. The ships are okay. I don't see any breaking news. Probably the mailman. Oh, yeah, it's time. Okay. Is Iran going to stop? Is this it? The bombing of the military base near Qatar? Or Qatar? Near Qatar. Does it stop there? He made a promise to Israel. That's who the hell he made a promise to. I'm going to do yes, no spread because I can't find it. I cannot. Okay, first pile. 5 piles. I'm looking for a minimum of 3 aces. 3 aces is yes. Is it stopping here? Are the attacks going to stop on the military bases? U.S. military bases stopping here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got one ace. Second ace, second pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second. Third time, third stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Ace of Wands. That's a yes. And see, this is how they play over there. Oh, you hit my place? I'm going to hit a couple of your places. Are we done? Fourth pile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Last pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And it's like this. Okay. Yeah, some mothers are going to be crying, mothers and fathers. That's how they play. That's how they play over there. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I just said it. That's how they play. That's how they play. Yeah. Yeah. And as horrifying and sorrowful as that is, we better kiss our lucky stars because it didn't have to happen that way. It could have been much, 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 much worse. Good gosh, I reckon, y'all. Okay, now you know I'm not coming back tomorrow. Do you know we've been on here for 3 hours? We've been here for 3 hours. I have hello, everybody. I'm not getting to everybody by name. I know. Elena Moore, hello. Hello. Linda Russell, hello. Hello. Oh, my gosh. Well, come on. Let's do it. Oh, what happened? Back to the Diddy thing here. It seems that the government is still, now they have receipts for Jane Doe's lease. It's a monthly. Do you know he was renting her place? This is a mess. Jane Doe could be in some trouble, not jail trouble, but lawsuit as in being sued trouble, because me and Diddy now. Jane Doe is 50 Cent's son's mother, who, that's probably why there is a beef between Diddy and 50. And Diddy tried to get to 50. So who's to say that he didn't get Jane Doe to get to 50? But anyway, yeah. I'm a Navy aunt and also Air Force brat. Yeah. I'm not complaining. 2 meetings. Yeah. That energy is here, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. The energy is still here. So yeah. Back to Diddy. Jane Doe. She's thinking. Now listen to this now. Jane Doe. They call her Jane Doe. That's Daphne Joy. Hi, Jetta. How are you? Thank you. I hope y'all getting some work done. If you're on the job, She's thinking, oh, he's my man and he's paying my rent. He is also having freak-offs at her house. And I think he's having freak-offs at her house because I do believe he's been banned from some hotels. And she thinks he's still paying my rent because he's my man. When he's paying this woman her sex worker fee. And still, yeah, yes, Jakarta, and still paying young Miami so much more, double that, for doing a whole lot less. Alicia, what did you say? Camello got you, huh? Theo haven't said a word. Camello, are you still there? I gotta catch the. I don't have any reminders yet, but I usually catch Theo. They're my Black Panther rock with me nation guys. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, how long the military takes not to respond? There you go. There you go, Allison. You now you know the game. Now you know the game. Yep. Yep. Oh, we got to clean it. Ah, you're still there. Hey, Camello. Lord, I hope she don't do the luminol test. She was there, but she's still thinking instead of being paying the fee and paying for the workers. I'm gonna call them the workers. I mean, everybody's got a job to do. So what? There's his sex. Work is work. And see, that's another thing. That's another thing. Oh, I was telling you. Did I tell you? Did I make my point? I'm trying to tell you. Some of these guys, girls out here, young, single, no boyfriends, no, and they exploring themselves. They get hooked up with married swingers, and they're well taken care of, or they're just good friends. And this is where she thought she was being just a friend. This is the one I do believe that was swinging with Kanye, because Diddy and Kanye, they exchanged workers. But she did not understand that she was a worker. She thought they were all just good friends, because this is what happens in that realm, you know? Um, oh my God, I can't imagine how I would feel if I thought I was swinging and hanging with this dude because we were tight like that, and I'm his and he's mine, and I'm kind to find out I'm a tax write off or whatever. I think that there, if I found out that, oh my goodness, I don't think, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, her house nasty. Which he got quite a few boyfriends, Tracy. He's got quite a few. Mm-hmm. Alicia, Iran finds 6 like guitar and one in Iraq. Oh Jesus! Oh, they've got a U.S. base still in Iraq. Yeah. So did they hit? I know they hit something. But see, this is also what they do, Alicia. They call each other and tell them we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this area today. So that gives a chance for everybody to move out. As far as I'm concerned, that's the silliest. But that's me. Sometimes I get bloodthirsty. I think it's from a past life. But game. Mm-hmm. So swinging from the chandeliers, are we not? No, not from the chandeliers. But they swinging. They swinging. This girl thought she was just swinging with some friends. And I know some people, I know women who do this. You never know if they look at them. I'm not telling on them. I'm like, well, because I thought I did some wild shit, but I ain't never done nothing like that. But then again, now, and that's another thing. In this age bracket, that's what a whole lot of single women do too. Your widows, your twice divorced, says, like, no, I don't need another husband, don't need a boyfriend, but I need to get my thing off every now and then with some friends. Yeah, that's how. Yes, Kat, that's how I feel about it too. I've always felt about it because somebody tried to hook me up into something like that, and I didn't appreciate it. He should have said something like, "Ask me first." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I left and never went back. But I'm like, don't. This is way before Diddy was even born. Um, yeah, so this is not new. This is nothing new. But and Diddy has invoices for this stuff. Yeah. And, oh, this is personal. His invoices to baby oil and Astroglass. Personal. At least he had that much sense. But I don't care what that. Now, if you had seen, well, you saw the boxes of Astroglide. He had 2 stacks. You know, doggone well that's not personal. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then have 50 freak offs on the 17th, from the 17th to the 21st. Come on. Nobody's stupid. Yeah. See, yeah. Yeah, that's not how you meet people. People, and see, Kat, you work so much. You work so much. If you could find out what it is that you like to do for yourself, your hobby. It's best to meet people through your hobby. It's best to join with people who share your mission in life. Like my mission is to communicate from the educate from the spiritual level to the physical level, to pass through the messages, to provide clarity, things like that. If there's something that people need to know, need to chit chat. No, it is not. No, the human body isn't, not even his. His is not. No, it's not built for marathon freak off. So they're not. No, he's not. No, mm-mm. No, not at all. Uh, no. And what can I say? What can I say? Oh, just try to meet people through your own personal interests. You know, and feel people through. Meet the groups. Get and join groups. See who you know who's in your area. There are meetups. If you deal with a meetup, always have your escape plan ready just in case that you find out they're not to your liking. You might be interested in the same thing, but you think these people are weird, so you can go excuse yourself, go to the bathroom, and get out of there. That kind of stuff. Okay, that kind of thing. And then you meet somebody who's on the same vibratory level that you are. You need to meet people in the same frequency. You got tired of hearing, don't, Cat. I'm sitting. No, Cat, don't say things like that. We are not the only thing on this planet, walk this earth, and you do not want to attract other things, other folk, other creations, because they can be very, very problematic. Because I never know which side of the fence they're on, as far as, are you yay human beings or are you nay human beings? Because a lot of the problems we're having here, oh yeah, a lot of the problems we are having every day, especially this damn gender war, that's created by those who are nay human beings via MAGA and the white supremacists and the far right. Nothing comes to this earth until it comes through the spiritual realms or the other frequencies first. Now, you can either go up or they can come from the bottom, very low. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on, yo. Yeah, there's always, we always think of the spiritual, we always think of the higher ups, but you got something deep down low. Yeah, and they always into some mischief. And that mischief they're into, when it comes to human beings, they mess us up just for the hot, so they can get their key off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because they feel they're so superior. If you're so superior, how come you're down there and I'm over here? That's what it is. Jealous, envy, that kind of stuff. And some take on the human form. Some are human, but I call them soulless, but they do have one. It's just that their soul vibration is so low, it hasn't even turned on yet. And they will fuck you up just for the key. There was this one person. Here comes the story, and then I'm gonna have to get off. What time is it? I don't have to put that on till, maybe I do need to put that Chuck Roaster. I was in this spiritual group, and this woman was talking about how she was coming home from work one day and saw this being at her steps. It looked like a human Dalmatian. I've seen a creature like that in the woods. Years ago, I was working at a radio station back in the damn woods. In the middle of the night, the damn thing came in the house, came in and peeped in on me at the studio, and I stopped. Whoa. And I was on a Christian radio station spinning music. And I looked. And he's doing like this, peeping in around. And I'm like, Well, hello. And then he ducked back out, and I don't know where he went. But basically, it's human form with little black holes. Human light being formed with a hole. Got so many black holes in it, it looks like a Dalmatian. That's why I call it human Dalmatian. So that's what it impressed upon me that she saw. And oh shucks, I forgot what he said to her. He said something smart. And she said, "Well, you need Jesus." He said, "Oh no, he's for you." I'm like, "Oh, just carry him up." And so I don't remember the next thing that was said because she was immediately cut off by one of the other people in the group. It was a meditation group. Well, you were chanting Hugh at that time. We were in Eckankar, and he cut her to the quick. He said, you play with that being if you want to. You're gonna have a lot of problems." He just cut her off. I'm like, whoa, whoa. And I've seen that creature. So we really don't know. You worried about things going bump in the night. How about things walking by you in the daytime? Like, did I see that? Mm-hmm. You start seeing things out the corner of your eye. Yeah, you just checked into one dimension. That's all. Folks, we've been on here carrying on for 3 hours and 6 minutes and 17 seconds. I'm sitting back here with my feet up watching Diddy. I was going to do this anyway. Oh, my goodness. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And still, nobody's from the defense is coming on. Maybe they're due tomorrow. I don't know. But oh, thank you, Captain. I just had to come out here and talk with my peeps today. I miss y'all with weekend. I forced myself. Well, I was out this weekend. That's what it was. Much love to you also. Thank you. I was out this weekend with the fam and I was having a good old time. And then by the time when I go out with the fam, I can't do nothing but come back and sleep for about 2 days. We have a little. It's not that many of us left, but yeah, when we get together, and we do it once a month, and we just together. The food is coming, the brews are coming, the kids here, the grandkids. I don't have any, but I got some grandnephews and nieces, and I'm like looking at them, and damn, here comes the second family. Ooh, wow, we have some of us have second level families. I think they're second level. Yeah, from the other relationships. Yeah, you have some from the original relationships, and then we have folks from the next relationships. I know, and they've just embraced all of the children, all of them come on in, and they've been doing this ever since these kids been born. I'm like, what kind of people are you? Because we in my generation, no, we done broke up, and you didn't have babies. You keep your babies over there, but not this generation we have. We didn't broke up. I know you're an asshole, and she's a drunk. Bring the babies over here. That's my aunt, though. That's my aunt Gladys. She did that once. She's done it more than once. More than once. Um, and that's how the family is. Nah, you bring these babies over here to both of you get your heads together because neither one of you is stable enough to take care of these babies. And so now we've got the big family. Okay, that's the huge. And I look at them and I'm like, now I don't know who these kids are, but they look so much like these kids. Who's this? I just is who's this? Oh, that's so and so's child. Oh, okay, okay. Then I know that's baby daddy's second wife or second baby mama or third baby mama. I'm like, you bring the kids, and the kids all have a focal point. That is, these kids are awesome. These younger people are awesome. In some ways, they're just awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, the ancestors will. Oh, you leaving out, Kamoyo? Mwah, mwah. See you on the other side. Peace to you also. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we always been. Come on, you know that. What? Yeah, yeah, Allison. It's just 3. It won't be long now. Won't be long now. They're gonna have to step down, and as they step down, there's gonna be new sheriffs in town. But the women is also we're rising. The power of the feminine is expressing, and it's time to take care of what needs to be taken care. You're welcome, folks. I'm so glad you enjoyed me. Thank you very much. I enjoyed you. Okay, one more. Let me get out of here. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. Love you. Until next time. Much love, y'all. Or till the next crisis hits. And I'll be back then. Ooh.